How long have you had these?
What'd you say?
How long have you had these?
I have had those for probably 3 years. So like as long as I've been playing golf.
You like them?
I like them. They're all I know. They're +1 length.
Yeah.
I got them off eBay.
Okay.
For $200.
Hell yeah.
My roommate at the time, who's a scratch golfer and loves a good deal, he plays Mizunos. He lives by them.
Oh, he's one of those?
Yeah, so he pointed me in that direction. He says, like, get these. These are +1.
Of course.
I think it goes up to 4.
Yep.
I don't hit my 4. I only still hit my 5.
I can imagine.
Yep. And then I've got a 5 wood in there.
Yep.
And then
I don't mind that.
My driver. And then the wedges are got a 56, and I think a 52.
Yeah, you're good.
And then a pitching wedge.
You're good. Little grip on the driver.
Yeah, not compared to my irons. I didn't mean to get those big grips, but I actually really like them.
You probably would imagine as a basketball player, you got pretty solid big hands.
Yeah, decently.
So what sports did you play growing up?
I grew up a baseball player, like naturally.
Uh-huh.
Was a pitcher. My dad thought that was going to be like my career. I was pretty good growing up. I got to freshman, like started getting competitive with it and hated it.
Right.
And then I sucked at basketball, but I loved playing. So I quit baseball altogether and was like, I'm going to go full in on basketball.
When was that?
That was after my freshman year.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
that's
and then grew a little bit.
All the pressure of gotta specialize.
I mean, yeah, my dad wanted me to play both. I just loved basketball.
Right.
And so I actually wanted to practice and get better.
Yeah.
So
like you're playing like summer basketball and shit.
Yeah, all season. Yeah, so gotcha. I ended up playing, started on varsity, was captain. So I ended up becoming pretty good. And then I mean, it's the classic got hurt story, but my senior year, I was getting some D1 looks. I didn't want to go to D3.
Yeah.
And my lung collapsed, like freak injury.
Weird.
So I missed most of my senior season.
Playing?
Yeah. Like non-contact. I got like a blister on my lung. And I basically, you know how when you have a blister, it rips open, so it popped. Weirdest thing.
That's
it's called
weird.
A spontaneous pneumothorax.
Okay.
If you can spell that, I'll give you $1,000.
No thanks.
Yeah. So it was like, do I go to, prep school or do I just go to school?
Right.
So I just hung up the cleats, ripped it in fraternity league.
Yeah. Where was college?
College was San Diego State.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so I'm from here, though. I'm from Winnetka, went to New Trier.
I remember that.
Yeah. And you're from?
St. Charles.
St. Charles, right.
I went to Loyola, Chicago, up the road.
Nice.
For college. Yeah.
And then?
High-profile golf school.
Oh, yeah. High-profile basketball school.
Oh, yeah.
For a few years.
We were knocking on the door when I was there, too. But
really?
Yeah, a few years back, it was a good run. Yeah, I went down to San Antonio for the Final Four when we made it.
That's sweet.
It was awesome. I mean, we got thumped, but
who cares?
Actually, we didn't get thumped that bad. We're like 7 minutes left. Like we're in the game, and then like 4 straight turnovers, and that was it.
Who did you play?
We played Michigan.
Do you remember who won that year?
That was when Villanova.
Oh, okay.
Villanova beat Michigan by like 30.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was.
That was like Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
I used to play against Jalen Brunson.
That's crazy.
Let me say that again. I used to get cooked by Jalen Brunson once a year.
He was playing a different game.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was a different game. And now I get to watch him tonight. Crazy. Okay, one more and I'm feeling pretty somewhat loose.
Now you got some pretty good motion.
Thank you.
I think you'll be just fine. So what, I know we briefly talked about goals earlier, but do you have like specific goals? I know you want to get better.
Yeah,
but
I want to get better. I want to, there's a few things. I would say I probably have like 5 shank-ish shots around that kind of just kill holes for me.
Yeah.
And either that's off the tee or like
Yeah.
in the fairway or whatever it is.
Yeah, like, because you're shooting what? Do you like
Low 90s.
Do you like track your scores? Do you like keep a handicap or no?
I'm like a 17.
Okay. So do you have an official handicap?
I'm on the gin thing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I've started to, at least this year, I played 2 rounds that I've put in.
Yeah.
Trying to track like fairways, where I'm missing on the green, because that app has all that stuff.
Yep.
So I'm trying to get better at that.
Okay.
So I mean, I'm not. The goal isn't to have 0 of those shots.
No,
around,
it's like
but
when
to minimize them for sure.
So like, you're averaging low 90s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like you can get in like if you shoot in the 80s, you're happy.
I'm
obviously
stoked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I shot at 88, like I said.
Yeah.
I was pretty stoked about that.
And then 100, and then hundreds are still there.
Hundreds are there. It's bad around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad around.
Okay. So like, what you're describing is like that's just like consistency and ball striking, and like at that level, like as a 17, like it's gonna fucking happen.
Of course. Of course.
So like, yeah, we want to minimize them, of course, and then eventually like eliminate them. But like, to your point, like they're gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I want to get like discouraged by it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll take those 5 around and get them down to 4 around and 3 around and stuff like that. Okay.
I would also say,
you said irons and off the tee, both. It doesn't. You have like 5 shots around that kill you, basically.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Off the tee with the driver, just more consistency.
Yeah. I mean, everybody wants to be more
Yeah.
consistent. Yeah.
But like, and also confidence.
Yep.
In keeping it in play.
What are you most confident in, and what are you least confident in?
I'm most confident in like a 8-iron.
Yeah, like what's your favorite club? Yeah.
A 9-iron.
Yeah. Yep.
That's like
then it gets wonky, like 7 on up, basically.
7 and 6, I can hit. Honestly, a 5, I can hit pretty well. It's just not as consistent.
Yep.
And then a 4, I don't even touch.
Nope. No need to.
And another thing, which is again, like I said, I've never had a lesson.
Right.
There are rounds where I will be doing something wrong, and I can feel it, but I don't know what it is.
Don't know how to self-correct.
Don't know how to self-correct, which I think that's what I'm,
Because your self-taughtness, you said, is just like YouTube, basically, right?
Right.
And I'm guessing a random tip here and there from your scratch roommate and stuff like that. But there's no like system or foundation, or you don't know like cause and effect, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So those are like the big goals.
Okay. No, those are definitely those are all very doable, and you'll see like as we progress, like, oh, this is the miss. Like we'll figure out what your tendencies are, and then it's like, to your point, like it's gonna be impossible to like eliminate a tendency, but
yeah,
like
of course,
it's gonna we're going to mitigate tendencies. So
Yeah.
like when you do see something, it's like, oh, I'm probably doing this again.
Yeah.
But right now you don't know how to correct that.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll
for sure.
We'll get you fixes, and it's like, okay, like I see this, like, okay, I'm not doing this, so I need to focus on it.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Cool. How's the short game?
Short
like
game,
around the greens and putting.
I have a natural ability to putt for whatever reason.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. You did say that.
Putting keeps me in rounds a lot.
Okay. And that's all just self-taught too.
It's self-taught and
Just
like
whatever's comfortable for you. So you got good hands, basically.
Yeah, and I'm pretty comfortable if it's in the fairway, like 80 yards in, I'm very comfortable.
Yeah.
I can kind of put it where I want it.
Yeah.
If it's in the rough or a weird lie or out of the sand, I don't know like tactics and how to like approach a shot.
Yeah,
So-
like the one-off stuff.
Yeah. And then out of the sand,
Which is understandable. You've been playing for 3 years.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you haven't seen everything yet.
right.
Like,
Yeah. And then out of the sand, I'm like so.
Yeah.
If it's a flat lie, I can pick it out pretty easily, but yeah.
specialty shots, basically.
Yeah, specialty shots is just kind of whatever. But again,
Which is understandable.
overall, I do feel pretty comfortable.
And then do you have like a handicap goal, like long-term, like 1 year out, 2 year out, or not really? Or you just want to, like, have you set a target for yourself yet, or no? You just
Not
want
in
to,
the-
you just want to see it go down.
I want to see it go down. I mean, I think within the next maybe, I don't know what's realistic, but within the next 2 years, getting to like an 11,
You can do that.
yeah, would be pretty sweet.
You can do that.
Yeah.
It's definitely doable.
And that would put me at what, like mid 80s?
Yeah, so like the math rule is like whatever your course handicap is for that course, you're gonna average like 3 over that.
Okay.
So like if you're an 11, say like you're an 11
Yep.
and your course handicap for that course is 11, which is gonna be rare, but like
Yeah.
just as an example.
Right.
Like if you're let's use a better example. Say you're an 11 and your course handicap for the course you're playing is a 13.
Mhm.
You're actually going to average what, 16. So your average is going to work out to like a 16 handicap per se.
Yeah.
So par 72, you're going to average 88.
Okay.
So like it's a moving target based
Yeah,
on
of
the
course.
course.
Right.
But like, yeah, it's not your standard like, oh, I'm an 11, so I average 83. No, because it's only taking your best 8 out of 20,
Yeah.
and then you have to take the course difficulty into account.
Yeah, I think like,
But to your point, like if you're averaging like 92 now, that's averaging 88. Like you're shaving 4 off. You know, even like you're shaving 6 off your handicap, but you're shaving 4 off that particular. It all depends on the course.
of course.
But yeah, to shave, call it 5 shots off. You can.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just taking care of low-hanging fruit can do that.
100%.
And then like to go from like an 11 to an 8 is going to take the same amount of time as going to take you go from like 17 to an 11.
Right.
Because it just like
Diminishing returns.
exactly.
Yeah, 100%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like it just the margins get so much thinner the better you get.
100%.
But yeah, that's beyond doable.
Yeah. Awesome.
Cool. All right. So we'll do like foundation stuff first. Like setup is going to be grip, ball position, alignment.
Yeah.
And that's going to be like your foundation.
Yep.
For like all your full shots. So like talk to me about your grip.
So the grip is funny. I interlock.
Sure.
As of 2 rounds ago.
Were you overlap before? Or
No,
baseball?
I was 10 fingers.
Your baseball.
Yeah, I was
Which is
just
fine.
like this.
How is the transition going?
Oh, it's so much better.
You like it better?
Oh my God, yeah.
Okay.
It's so much better.
Okay.
I'm not like, it's way better.
What was the impetus for that?
I fucked up this pinky. I've dislocated this pinky like 3 times. And so it used to like bug me to do this. And then I was like, I came here like a month ago or a month and a half ago, and I'm like, you know what? I haven't played in like 5 months. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to try it.
It's sure. Like, this is what a lot of golf, and you're going to see, like, this journey that we're going to go on together is like, there's going to be a lot of like trial and error and like discovery and like, let's try this. Let's try it. There's no like
recipe book.
There's no magic formula to be like, oh, you're doing this, so you have to do this and you're done. Like, everyone's body is different. Everyone swings it different. Like, there's a billion ways. Yeah, there's foundational stuff, but there's a billion ways to do
100%.
it. And there's going to be like drills, like some drills are going to click with you and some aren't. And it's just going to be like this, you know, if you're doing something, it's like, okay, let's try this. Oh, that didn't, let's try this. Like, it's going to be, there's no like plug and play.
No, it's custom. Yeah.
Anyway.
So, I mean, left hand, my rule is like this little knuckle here cross to this knuckle.
Yep.
So hold it there.
Yep.
I just kind of interlock.
Yep. So just do left hand first.
So left hand would be like this.
So take your like thumb and your forefinger off. You can still hold it, right? Yeah. Okay.
So that's where I am.
Yep.
And then I pretty much just put the hand over it.
Sure.
I kind of try to keep my thumb in line with the face on my right hand.
Okay.
Put it in the middle of my stance or slightly above, depending on what I'm hitting.
Above meaning towards left foot.
My left foot.
Yep.
And then as far as distance away from the ball, I kind of just like, wherever my arms can like kind of just hang straight down is where I like to go.
Love it.
So I'll kind of just sit like right here.
I love that. Yeah. Yeah, so you're
slight bend.
Whatever you're picking up off of YouTube, I like it so far.
Rick Shields, baby.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm kind of right here. And one thought that goes through my mind a lot before I even swing is this forearm. I think about like pushing it forward. So it's facing the ball.
Yep. Yeah, elbows out basically.
Yeah, so this forearm is facing the ball.
Yeah.
And then I start.
Okay. How do you know if like your grip's like too strong or too weak? Do you know what I mean by that?
Yes.
Okay. Like, what's your check? Do you have a check?
I don't really. I think probably the best check is like if I guess I probably don't have a check. Yeah. If I'm holding it, I'm looking down and like my club is way like this.
Yep.
I know I'm probably too strong there.
Yep.
So sometimes I'll even just put the club down.
For sure, and then grip it.
And then grip it.
As you should, yeah.
Yeah, and then go ahead and grip it and get a waggle or two.
When you, so just set up. First of all, where are we aiming?
Let's go that pole, like straight ahead of us, way in the back.
Yep. The first left edge of the bunker. And
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that one right there.
I like that. So just set up to that.
And
then before you just set up to it, and then don't swing. I'm just going to ask you some questions.
Okay. You know, for the purpose of the camera, why don't we do the first?
No, that's fine. Actually, I actually had it lined up at like the left edge of the bunker. So
okay.
You're good.
Okay, cool.
Because I kind of go where the mat's going, so so we don't have like a bunch of different lines. Like the mat's going here, and we're aiming over there.
Okay, yeah.
No, I don't mind that at all.
Okay,
so when you look down at your grip, how many knuckles do you see on your left hand? Like these knuckles?
2?
2?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Like, that's like slightly more than neutral. Like 3 would be, like 4 would be like super strong. Like you want to see 2 or 3.
Okay.
So like if you start like missing it right, this is one of those things where like, a weak grip will make it go right. A strong grip will make it go left.
Mm-hmm.
So like, there's a lot of times if you like start to notice a pattern, it's like, well, what the fuck? Like, the first 3 things to always check are grip, alignment, ball position. Like the first 3 things, like a lot of times, like it might just be that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my grip just got weak for whatever reason because I haven't been paying attention to it. Like, this is all level of golf.
Yeah.
Not just like 17 handicaps, 10, like even pros. Like things just tend to get out of whack sometimes. So like for you, like I like 2 I like 2.
Okay. So more, if I was like showing this, that's a stronger grip.
Yes.
And I would.
It would just promote. It's easier to shut the face down with a stronger grip. With a weak grip, it's hard to shut the face down.
Got it.
So like for you too, I like, since we are working on your grip, I'd actually like, I know this is comfortable for you, but I'd kind of like, because it's kind of when you're doing that, like the right hand's like more in the palm. We kind of want it more in the fingers, right? Yeah. So like, I kind of want it instead of like this, where it's more palmy. I kind of want it like more in the fingers. And then I kind of want to get this thumb on top.
Got it. Okay.
So, like with the thumb back here, like just I feel like wonky things can happen. So it's gonna be more like this, and the check is like this V on your right hand kind of goes up to your right shoulder. And even on your left hand, like that's another check. Like, yeah, knuckles, but also like this V, and the kind of what you're saying about your elbows too, like out. Like if you get the left hand V up to your right shoulder, and then right hand V up to your right shoulder, that kind of gets your elbows out too, without you having to like force it. Okay, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So just wrapping the fingers.
Yeah, more in the fingers in the right.
So my palm's much more on top.
Yeah. Yeah. And then get this thumb more like here. Yeah.
So you got that point.
Yeah. I just don't want it on the back side of the shaft. I want it more on top of the shaft. Yeah. Because if you get your right thumb on the back of the shaft, like just wonky things can happen. Yeah. So like, I guess the just minor adjustment for you is just get the right thumb on top of the shaft. Yeah.
And I think I do that. I put it back there because of that thought to get my palm,
yeah, we want it more like fingers.
Yeah. Okay.
Like ball position. Like, sounds like you're good with that. So yeah, get that thumb on top and then take a couple and we'll just check it to make sure it's good. Because I don't want, like, with that thumb back there, you might be, like, cheating it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To, like, turn it over. There's other ways to do it that are more effective. And then talk to me about alignment. Like, how do you, like, if you're on the golf course, how would you line, like, if we're aimed at that pole, like, how would you line up your shot? Do you have a process, or do you just kind of look at it?
I kind of look at it. I kind of put my club down, kind of see if I'm facing the target, and then I just go.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So this is very common. I'm starting to learn. Is it easier to aim, like that pole is probably like, what, 280, 250, whatever it is. Is it easier to aim your club face at something 250 yards away or like 3 feet away?
3 feet away. That's actually what I do for putting. I never thought about that for
So you spot putt.
Yeah.
You pick out a spot.
Exactly.
And try to roll it over a spot.
Yep.
So we'll apply this here.
Okay.
So like, so like when you're like you see like players stand behind the ball, like what are they doing? They're obviously like analyzing like where to hit it, where not to hit it, picking out a target, all that stuff. But then the last thing you do is like, okay, I have my target, which is the pole. Now you're just like drawing imaginary lines.
Yep.
So like you stand back here, you just draw a line from the ball to there, and you pick out like 3 feet in front of you or wherever.
It's like that tee.
Pick
almost.
something out,
Yeah.
right? And then you like draw an imaginary line and you line up to that.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Because like your setup's pretty good in terms of like alignment, but like, how do you know if you're lined up right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're just like, oh, like, yeah, I think I'm good, and I set up to the ball, it's like, well, are my feet aligned right?
Right.
Are my, like, is all this like on the railroad tracks, so to speak?
Yeah.
So it's like, so it's a lot easier to like pick out a spot.
Yeah, totally.
So what did we see? That T? Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
I would
the
even
edge
go
of that tee.
closer than
so
that.
like this thing.
Yeah, there you go. Like
right there.
Exact. Yep. Like that's right on it.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier to line up to that.
Yeah.
And then you draw your imaginary line.
Yep.
And then you set up to that.
Yep.
Okay. And then when you look up, you know, it might not like feel right, but it doesn't matter.
I'm not even gonna look.
You know, you have to look. Like I still want you to look. I want you to like line up to that, and then once you're lined up to that, now you like zone in on your target.
Yeah, now you're on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right on it.
So yeah. All right, we're done. Go home. Just kidding. But like we make a grip adjustment, you're losing it, right? But it's like, well, is it the grip adjustment or am I not lined up right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Right.
Like that's the whole part. Like one of the macro goals, and like there are so many friggin' variables that like we need to make as many as consistent as possible. So when things do go wrong, like we know what it might be.
Process of elimination.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, well, am I lined up right? Well, I don't know if I don't have a process.
Yep. Yeah. No, and that's something, but even all this stuff is before the swing even happens.
You know,
so there's no reason why you can't be completely
you're already
consistent.
deep into it. Yeah. Like
yeah.
You could be doomed at setup. Like if your setup's not right, like you're increasing your chances of dooming yourself.
Yeah.
But if you're set up right, you're increasing the chances of something going correct. Right. Do you have a pre-shot routine? No. I equals no.
No. I used to have like I tried doing like there was like the plan box where I'd think about my shot and then I'd step up here and I'd like practice swing box. And if I got over the ball, it's like, I'm hitting.
Did you come up with a box thing on yourself or?
No, I read it somewhere.
Yep.
That proves way too much work.
That's like Annika Sorenstam thing, like a think box, play box.
Yeah. So now
I would like you to play around with like and make it your own, but like whatever it is that's your own it, but make sure it's the same every time. So like take the same amount of looks at the target, like but play around with it.
Yeah.
But like that's the same thing. Then you'll get in a rhythm, and it's like a checklist, right?
Yep.
And same thing, you're doing the same thing. Like if it's 2 looks at the target, I don't care what it is, just make it the same.
Mm-hmm. Like check grip, check alignment.
Because also that gets you like in a rhythm too, instead of like, oh, one shot you take 1 look and then another shot you take like 5 looks, and like that doesn't help you.
Well, it's kind of like almost like a free throw. Or
exactly. Like you had a free throw.
It's 1, 2 bounce, spin, 2 pumps, and then go.
And there's a reason for that, right? Like
100%.
under pressure, under stress, like you just go back. Like I've done this 1,000 times the same way, 1,000.
Yep.
Same application to golf.
Yep.
So whatever that is for you, over time, play with it. Like, see what works for you, basically. Like,
Yeah.
same thing with your routine and shooting free throws. Like, that was probably a trial and error process too. To whatever gets me comfortable.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's another homework project.
Okay.
Like, practice is different, but for the course.
Oh, wow.
What's your miss? Now that
It's usually not that.
What is it?
My miss is with my driver, it's right.
Okay.
With my irons, it's probably
just
like a
straight
push to the right. Yeah, push to the right.
Okay.
Sometimes that, but not often.
They all come out.
Yeah.
Whatever the trend is. That's good though. You can work with that. Play some good golf with this.
Huh?
There's not a lot wrong.
Well, I mean, I've had, so when I shot 88, last 6 holes I was 1 over.
Nice. So you can do it in stretches.
So I can, yeah, like I'll kind of get hot, so to speak, relatively hot.
But then you'll go like bogey, double, bogey, triple.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So what happened, like when that's happening, just combination of everything?
Yeah.
This is just like, get yourself some alignment sticks. I got these at Home Depot for like $3.
Okay.
Don't spend $20 or $30 on alignment sticks.
Yeah.
But this is good for like practice, just so you know you're lined up down.
So when you place these down, you're just
train
tracks to the target.
Correct. So like the balls on the train, like the ball's like over our spot, and then you want to make things parallel. It's not like this stick's not pointed at the target and this stick's not pointed at the target, because if it was, it would look like that if everything's pointed at the target.
Yeah.
But you don't want
parallel.
that. You want everything. You want railroad tracks, which is why picking out a spot, like in practice, like this just helps, like you like practice and playing are different. Obviously you can't bring these on the course.
Yeah.
But like on the course, it's like, yeah, you draw your imaginary line, and now you have now you're imagining that line, and now I'm like getting myself on the railroad tracks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm getting this on this railroad track, and then I have that railroad track.
Okay. Got it.
But for practice, it's just like a good visual. It's like it's a visual check. Yeah. Like if you want to practice with a purpose. So like you'll see all the time, like the pros on TV when they're on the range, they got shit laying down.
Yeah, totally.
Like, you have to, because
totally.
it's practice.
Oh, there's 2.
And then talk to me about like the self-taught YouTube and you, like what are you working on your swing? What are you focused, like when you go practice, like what are you practicing when you're on the course? Like what are you trying to do, I guess?
Yeah. So practicing is also a big reason why I wanted to start taking lessons. So I had like just
something to work on,
concrete things to go to and work towards. I would say I would do work with grip and alignment to an extent. And then
Yeah, motion wise, like what are you thinking about? What are you trying to feel?
so there's
Yep.
this forearm thing, and then I come over the top. Like that's a big tendency of mine.
Everybody does.
Yeah. So that has helped me to stop doing it. Another thing is not like reaching really and getting way out here.
Behind, that's called
keeping
behind you.
Yeah, keeping it tight.
So you're talking
then,
like right, are you focused like right elbow there, or
yeah,
what are you?
Yeah, kind of like
keeping the right elbow in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So try like the towel drill. You tuck it.
Connection drills.
Yeah. And then staying tall is another thing.
I mean, you're tall. Use it.
That's what I heard in the lesson. That's why I was like, all right.
Like, don't make yourself 5 foot.
He's
like...
preaching to the choir, man.
Yeah, stay. Yeah.
So I like
Rory, big chest.
Yeah, this is exaggerated, but I kind of I'll drop and then do that. So staying tall and then kind of staying, strong in my back leg are things that I think about.
Okay.
When I'm on the course, swing thoughts, I try not to think about anything more than like 3 things.
Right.
So it's usually like stay tall,
which is a setup thing.
Stay tucked. I don't know if that's the right term, but stay tucked. And then
strong right side.
Yeah. And then I mean that's kind of it as of right now. That changes, but
general, like are you like a visual learner, audio learner, or kind of like combo? Like are you like a show me and I'll like do it and this is my version of doing it, or is it more like, hey, tuck your right elbow and you just do it like audibly?
Probably a combination of both.
Like when you learn like basketball, was it like I'll watch this player and try to mimic a player, or were you just like, no, like a coach would tell me to do something and I would just do it without them showing me?
It was more like I would be told what to do and then I would do it myself and then they would tell me if I'm on it or not.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Like when you're watching YouTube golf videos, is that helpful to like see it?
It's helpful to see it. I can't just translate that to myself.
Gotcha.
It's hard.
Gotcha.
So I've tried to like film myself and then
try to break it down.
Go side by side with Adam Scott and then feel terrible about myself. No, I'm kidding. But try to see like what I'm doing and
versus
then
what he's doing.
Yeah. But
yeah, so like, it's not like, oh, I see Adam Scott and then you get over a ball like, I'm going to do Adam Scott right now.
Yeah.
It's not that.
It's not like that. Gotcha. It's more like if I can feel it and someone tells me like that is what we want, I can try to hone in on that feeling a little bit more.
Got it. Just hit a few and I'm going to grab some video on my phone so I can like look at certain stuff.
Okay.
Some good stuff here, man.
Thank you.
For teaching yourself. All right, the first technical thing, or like, I'll just show you what I'm looking at. Like, we'll do good first.
Okay.
Like, this looks friggin' awesome. How you get there, you're doing like more work than you should to get there.
Yeah.
But like, this looks pretty fucking sick. Like, to be honest. Just like, I guess I should give more detail than that. Like, left leg straight, like hips are very cleared. Like, a lot of people don't do this. A lot of people struggle with this.
Okay.
Just like your right leg structure is really good. And then the thing like one check I see, it's like, you said, like the club disappears, and then where does it reappear? It should come out of your left shoulder, and it does.
Okay.
So that's awesome.
Okay.
So like, this is sick. Like, this is awesome right here. I think we can get you like there more efficiently.
Sure.
Which will create like more consistent, like you said, like there's how you get here is probably contributing to your inconsistency.
Yeah.
And just like this finish is solid, like left side, toe on the ground, so like all your weight's forward, like you don't fall over.
Yeah.
And I like, you'll see like this finish, like, see how the finish, like the club's kind of still pointed back. We'll get you to a point where it's more like perpendicular to target line.
Okay.
But we'll get there eventually. Like there's two ways to go about it. There's like, you could work on like takeaway transition stuff, or you can like swing to the finish, and then your body, like, so those are like the two approaches. And like the swing to the finish approach is like, well, maybe your body will just like get it there, like in the takeaway and the transition and stuff. That's one way. And then the other way is like working on positions, like on the takeaway and stuff.
Okay.
Things that you were saying that I'm saying, like, just watch your head, like, goes down.
Yep.
Oops. So like dips.
Yep.
Oops. Yeah, so like goes down. Like, some great players do that. I'm not too worried about it right now, but like when you like start here, and then impact is down here, like, I mean, Tiger dips a lot. He's also Tiger. You're just like crowding yourself, basically, but it's also like a natural thing. Like, I'm gonna go down and get the ball. And there's some takeaway stuff. I want to see what happens. Let's try to like swing to the finish and see if it does anything in terms of, are you on a hard stop or no?
No, I'm good.
Okay. No matter how long we're here, it's just going to be an hour.
Okay.
Because we did a lot of talking earlier. So your finish is more like here, with like the club pointed like this way.
Yeah.
I want to see if you can, like, on your finish, if you can get it
all
like
the way back
here, like basically like across like the back of your head.
Okay. Like that almost.
Yeah, but like more. Yeah, go to your finish, like more like up here.
Okay.
Like, do your normal finish.
I'll just go here.
I want it like here. It's subtle.
Okay. It's like that?
Yep.
Okay.
Just do that. I want to see like this is where this is like trial and error stuff. I want to see like because like doing that might do other things without without doing it. You know, like I'm gonna go with the lesser friction first. Yeah. Do like
is that
yeah,
it?
it's better.
Okay.
Do like 3 or 4 of those, and I want to see like if it does anything, if you feel anything different, if
Okay.
or if it does nothing.
Yeah.
Like who knows? Love that. I'll tell you right now if it did or not.
Okay.
No. Dip as much. Dip. No, it's just fuller. Just more turn, which is good. Did you feel more speed?
I felt more speed, and I felt like a sort of a stronger chest.
Like more stretch?
Yeah, more stretch, especially when I at impact.
You want like that? I mean, that's a lot of golf too. Like on the takeaway and the follow through, like you want to stretch as much as you can without like falling over. Basically, like you're like pushing the limit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
It didn't do anything to other stuff, but
okay,
we found some speed.
Yeah, for sure.
So basically, you weren't using like your full like body motion and potential. You know, you're leaving some in the tank. But yeah, it's just to get a bigger follow through, you got to swing faster, but you just naturally did it, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. Just sounds different too.
Feels faster.
Yep. Well, we found some speed already.
That's good.
More speed never hurt anybody.
No.
Now we're gonna do the first technical thing.
Okay.
I like how you're saying like you want to keep this like elbow out, arm tucked.
Yeah.
The problem is you suck it inside. So your takeaway's inside, meaning shut up. So club head, so the check is club head when it gets to parallel here.
Uh-huh.
Also, when you're doing like camera angles, you want to like down your hand line, because if you're not down your hand line, so it's not down the ball line, it's not down your foot line, it's down your hand line, so somewhere in the middle. Otherwise, the angles get funky for something like this, meaning the club head should pass through your hands when it's parallel, like right here.
Okay.
It should.
So it's still below.
So it's this way,
mm-hmm.
which means it's behind you. And I know, like you say, you want to do that, but like this is behind you. So you're going to get like, you've heard the term stuck. So now the club's behind you, like, and that's probably like your transition too. So like the things I'm seeing is you take it inside, which is a lot of people. Then you get it to the top, and it's like, well, now with the club's behind me, now I gotta get it in front of me. So like, what you do is you go over the top. You have to go over the top from this position.
Okay.
So like your hand path from here should go down, but it'll go
out.
Everyone goes towards the ball.
Yeah.
Because like that. Actually, that's pretty down. It's so subtle. It's that lean. You see that like little lean you do?
The first movement.
See that? See that right there?
Yeah.
And then you're already like
the first movement is down, and then it's kind of like down. And
that's kind of your over the top.
Yeah.
You're kind of initiating it with your. It's most people like get up to the top, and the first thing they do is this with their upper body. Yours is a little different. It's kind of like it's like a lean over the top.
Yeah.
So it's like a little tilt.
Yeah.
So the two things we're gonna work on. We're gonna work on your takeaway. That's gonna be piece one.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna work on this.
Yeah. Totally.
Those are like the two things. So it's like it's more like instead of like sucking it back and then like leaning and going over the top, it's more like we want to get it on top first and then drop it inside. Like it's understandable, but you're trying to cheat it, but then that's causing other issues.
Sure.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So when you say the club is behind me,
behind is like it's back here.
So I'm like
back here.
Yeah.
That's behind you.
As
like
opposed to
literally behind you.
Yeah, as opposed to like right
as
here.
Opposed to here, which is more like this is what they call in front of you, meaning like in relation to your chest. So like when you suck it in, like the club like your chest is pointed here, but the club's back here. Whereas you kind of want to like you want to feel it instead of like getting this and then like sucking it inside where it's like, well, my chest is pointed here and now the club's already back here. Now you turn it up, like now you have to do this to like, because if you like dropped it inside even more, like now you're like way over here.
Yeah.
Now you're just gonna hit a big friggin' hook.
Yeah.
Like that's
which
like you're gonna get it back here and then to get back to the ball, like now it's like, okay, I'm gonna turn, but if I just turned with my body, I'm already over here. So to square it up, you're gonna have to flip your hands over, and that's where you're gonna hit the big hook. Which is like when you hit.
I've done that. When
you hit the big hook, but yours starts on the right line and then hooks because it's over the top to get it on line with your target, but then you flip it.
Yeah.
So does that make sense? Now we're getting like technical. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the feel is that. So what we want to do is we want to kind of get you're gonna feel like Freddie Couples. Like Freddie Couples like friggin' pushes it way out here and then drops it in. Like this is what it's gonna feel like. Now we're getting a feel versus real.
Yeah.
What you're gonna feel now is you're gonna feel like you're like shoving the club way over here. But what we want to do, the feel is. We kind of want to like, instead of like cheating it and turning with our hands, we kind of want to turn with our chest. It's like a one-piece takeaway. And you kind of want to like, when you take it back, kind of like point the club at me. Like when the club is parallel to the ground, like point it like at the camera. So like take it back to me and stop.
I'm already kind of over it.
It's here.
Yeah. So it's like.
So this is where you can like use your railroad tracks too, right? Like use this use your foot line railroad track. When your club is parallel to the ground, make sure it's on your foot line railroad track.
And then my take back.
Yep. Like that.
Yeah, that does feel.
So do yours.
So mine would be like that.
So stop when the club's parallel to the ground.
Okay. So mine's
yours,
like there.
Right. See how like this is pointed like this?
Yeah.
That's not in line with your feet.
Right. So we'd want it like.
Yep.
Even.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna feel weird.
Yeah, it's
like exaggerate it.
Almost like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Crazy.
It's easier. It's gonna be easier to play from here. Yes.
Yeah. It's like.
And so get it to me. Now turn it up from there. Yep. Get it to me. Turn it up and stop. Yep. That's, so it's going to be more, so do your old. See how your hands are like way behind your shoulder?
Yeah.
The other way to think about it is like try to get your hands like above your right shoulder.
Okay.
Not behind your right shoulder. Get them on top of your right shoulder. And then up. Yep.
Yeah, it feels bizarre.
Oh, it's going to feel.
Even there.
Yep. 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 Try a couple.
Okay.
See what happens.
All right. Let's do it. Should I pause still?
No.
Or just try it?
Try it.
All right.
So we'll try, yeah, we'll try a different couple feels. Like,
Yeah.
just try it and tell me what you feel. Let's do like 3. You tell me what you feel,
Okay.
and then we'll kind of experiment with a couple and see if anything clicks or
Yeah.
what might one feel might be feel better than another.
Front of my just up. Okay.
What are you feeling?
It feels very like army
Mm-hmm.
and very like loopy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, it feels like I'm drawing, this is like a marker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm drawing this big U.
Big circles are good though.
Yeah.
You get more speed.
Yeah. It feels faster though.
Oh, why? Like that? Those. So let's. I get what you're saying with loopy. Let's. Does it feel like loopy because it feels like out of control? Loopy.
It feels like my arms are kind of like
Disconnected from your
my
body.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to keep like the right elbow in and. Okay.
Yeah. So it sort of feels like this is here and I'm like,
So try.
my body's doing its own thing.
So try. Instead of thinking or feeling loopy, try to feel, instead of using that word, try to use the word wide.
Wide.
Like you're getting wide. So like your hands are getting away from you wider.
Okay.
But like you say, like you feel disconnected. Get wide, but keep like your left arm like across your chest.
Okay.
Like across your left pec.
Okay.
Because I don't want you to get like wide where it's like this is getting disconnected.
Pulling away.
But like same thing, like get connection. You've done connections with your right arm, you said. Do it like feel like left, like you have a head cover under your left armpit.
Okay.
So it's like that this stays connected, but I can still get wide. Yeah.
Okay.
That'll keep you connected.
Okay.
Wide but connected. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah, it felt good. That definitely felt better.
I can see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, great miss. Yeah, you'll get there.
Yeah.
So like this, so like on the video, the check is like hand or club head passes through the hands. But like this is not like, I talk about a lot about this. Like this is going to be like, to get better is going to just be like not only what to work on, but getting a boatload of reps.
Yeah.
And you don't have to come to the range to get a lot of reps.
Okay.
You can do like something at home for like 15, 20 minutes a day, like get in a mirror, or just like the rule is like when my club's here parallel to the ground, like it either needs to be like on my footpath, or like the rule is like the club head cannot be inside of behind my hands.
Okay.
The club has to, this is called like, this would be like outside. Club head is outside of my hands, outside.
Yeah.
This is inside or behind. So like the rule is for you, like it should feel like when the club's parallel to the ground, like my club head is not allowed to, it either has to be on my hands or even out. You feel like to correct this, you're going to want to feel this.
Yeah.
And then reality is going to be this.
Got it.
So it's like, I'm going to feel like the club head is outside of my hands or this way when the club's parallel to the ground. And then from there, I can turn it up, but stay connected.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like this move's like really important because like it sets everything else up.
Yeah.
If you do this, now you're already having to make compensations.
Sure.
And then you turn up, it's like, okay, now I got to make more. Like,
Yeah.
from here, you're already like, I don't want to say doomed, but like you're making a lot harder on yourself.
Yeah.
Where from here, it's counterintuitive. If it's outside here, it's going to be easier to drop it inside. If you already have it inside or behind, it's going to be harder to keep it inside. Like golf's a very counterintuitive game. It's kind of like outside and up and then drop.
Okay.
Like if you ever see like, if they ever like trace club heads on pros and stuff, like
yeah,
it goes up and then it
cuts in. Yeah.
But you're cheating it and cutting it like, and then yours is doing the opposite. It's going inside to out. You want out to in. But you already have the in part, right? Like you're already dropping it down good and everything. It's just we got to get you in a better spot to make it more consistent.
Totally. Yeah.
And from here, like this is a shut club face.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of want it like, so this toe straight up in there is square. This is slightly shut.
Okay.
This is like really shut.
Yeah.
This is hard. So like we either want it slightly shut or toe straight up.
Okay.
And then this would be like open.
Yeah.
But that's not you. You're more shut. So you want to feel like here it's like outside toe up. Like you want to feel this, and then in reality, you're probably going to be like in here to start.
Yeah.
But like over time,
here,
like again, it's going to take thousands and thousands of reps.
Just here up.
Yep. Here and then turn it up. Yep. So I think this is going to be the main takeaway for today. Like your setup's good, your ball position's good, slight little tweak with your right hand with the grip.
Yeah.
And then like this first thing is and then like this is the foundation. Like takeaways first. Mm-hmm. and then it'll make everything else easier. But for today, like, this is the main thing we're going to work on. This is going to be your main takeaway. Your main takeaway is a takeaway.
That makes a ton of sense.
Yeah. And then we're going to have to, since you feel like you're getting disconnected, we got to remember to stay connected. So that's the move for you.
All right. I love it.
Some are going to go great, and some are going to go like, some are going to be shit.
Some good shit. Some good, some shit.
Some good, some shit.
What is it from?
I got to find it. Great.
Sometimes it's shit.
Sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's shit. And that's the other thing too. Like, for you, I don't mind like a right miss. That's when we get like 2 misses. That's what sucks. Like if you're missing it right and then the snap.
Then left.
Right. Like,
yeah.
We want to eliminate the left.
Yeah.
We want to take the left side of the course out of play, basically.
Yeah.
You always want to take one side out, and it's easier to control like
100%.
a push fade than it is a snapper.
Snap hook. It's like
Is it
I'm
crazy?
already.
I know.
I
Yeah.
just don't even think about it. I do it.
Yep. Oh, that's your natural move.
Yeah.
So like, what's great about you is like we know what you naturally do, so that's your tendency.
Yeah.
So now you're gonna battle your like everyone's gonna battle their tendencies. It's just that's how golf is. We're not trying to get you perfect. We're just trying to get you less imperfect. Sounds different.
Sounds different. It feels like I'm swinging it harder.
Faster.
Faster.
Harder and faster are different. You don't want hard, you want fast.
I would say faster.
Yep.
And I'm not.
The reason I say that is hard, like, I want to swing hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Fast. Yeah. Fast is different than hard.
Totally.
But do you feel like you're doing less to swing faster?
Yeah, it doesn't feel like I'm trying to swing faster.
Bing, bing, bing. That's the beauty of golf. Less is more.
Less is more.
Yep. Knew that one was gonna be good before you even got to the top.
Yeah, that felt like I was.
You took it.
I felt that one.
Yeah, you took it. You took it where whatever that feel was it.
Yeah.
Because you took the club head stayed outside of your hands, and then it's just going to be easier for everything else to fall into place. It's going to be you sucking it in like that, and then getting it way behind you. You're fighting yourself.
Totally. Yeah, totally.
Never judge yourself on one.
Yeah.
It's even on the golf course. Like, one is just like whatever. 2 perks the ears. 3 is a pattern.
For sure. That's a good way to think about it.
Better.
Better.
So this
Still
is
a little.
I know this is a perfect example of golf, like feel versus real.
Yeah.
But like now it's like just on top of your right thigh, just inside.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it was this one. Oops. Yeah, so it's just on top of your right thigh, inside. Oops. Back of the thigh.
Yeah.
So we've already moved it that much.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that probably still feels like it's like, but it's way like it's closer, which is better.
Yeah.
Which will be easier. Like you'll eventually get there, but like it's friggin' 10, 15 reps. Like you're not gonna get it in 10 or 15 reps.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna take hundreds and thousands of reps.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I like 15, 20 minutes at home every day. Like I had a buddy that I helped out. He went from a 16 to an 8 in 2 years, but he lives in Michigan, north of Detroit, 5 hours away.
Yeah.
We've done it all through like phone calls and text messages. And
yeah, you told me about him.
Yeah. So he for an entire winter, like 2 winters ago, every day for like 6 months, got in the mirror and was like, we're working on his same thing.
Away.
And just like, he's like, and it changed his game.
Really?
But he's 15, 20 minutes a day, just doing mirror work at home. Didn't hit a ball for like 4 or 5 months.
Damn.
But like, it's retraining your body and the mind-body connection. So that's why I'm like at home 15, 20 minutes a day, like literally just work, like just grain that in.
Yeah.
But we've already moved it. We've already moved it a good 6 inches.
For sure.
Sweet, man. Dig it.
I love it too. How are we on time?
We're good.
Cool.
We'll hang out for like 5-10 more minutes.
Sure.
And then I think he's got a lesson here at 7:15, so we got like 25 more minutes. Sick.
So that one, I felt like I was like
Way out there.
I was really trying to
Force it.
force it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's weird. It's like, oh, you want to like get it out there, but you want to stay. Yeah, you like you can want to like, but then if you did that, like,
Right.
the head cover of the towel is just gonna fall out. Like,
Yeah.
you can still do it, but stay connected. And it's just like the angle, it's the relation of the angles of like your wrist to the club, and like before you're like sucking it in and like probably like doing one of these
Yeah.
instead of just one piecing it. Like this should just feel like one piece.
Yeah.
Like from here to parallel to the ground is just like one thing, as opposed to like doing anything else. It should just go from here in a turn.
It should be easier too. Just less.
It should be a little simpler. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
simpler,
that's
I
a
should
function
say.
of like, you got to get the grip right too. Because like if your grip's like weak and do this, like then the club's going to be open. Or if it's too strong, like you do that, it's just you're going to shut it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it should just feel like very simple. Sick.
Yeah, that one felt good.
You fat a lot of them or no?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to say a lot, but
Yeah, I would say.
it comes out.
Yeah.
There's not a round that goes by where you don't fat one.
Yeah, for sure.
Got it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should ask a better question.
Yeah, yeah.
Not a lot, but
I don't take divots though.
just sweep it.
I just kind of pick it.
Makes sense.
Like my roommate Coop, who's a scratch golfer.
Mm-hmm.
Like when it's wet turf,
Beaver tails.
just for fun, we'll just fucking
Oh
like a foot and a half. I'm like,
yeah.
I like literally, I could not do that if I tried. Like, I don't know how to do that.
yeah. Maybe one day you'll be there.
Yeah.
That's down the line stuff. We're working on takeaway stuff
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, one step at a time.
And you can play good golf sweeping it too. Put the club down. Is your grip where you want it to be?
Yeah.
Okay. One of your tendencies too is like this kind of gets open a little bit.
Okay.
So just make sure like grooves are parallel to your railroad tracks.
Okay.
Or sorry, perpendicular.
Got it.
So I think a lot of those like right ones might just be an open club face at address.
Okay.
And when you do it, like don't put it down and be like, oh, it's open and just turn it.
Yeah.
You got to turn it and then regrip
Regrip.
it.
Yep.
You know. Sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty online.
Love it. Actually, surprised you're 17.
Really?
Yeah. But it makes sense. Like, you only been playing for a few years, and like your motion, you're like overall, like your motion's fine. It's just a couple tree things.
For sure. Again, it's
For being self-taught, dude, like you're ahead of the game. What do you feel there?
Well, I just put my club back down and it's
open.
open, yeah.
It's a tendency for sure.
Yeah.
That's another thing, like, I think I'm crazy, but like that's just like another thing at like sitting on the couch watching TV. You could just like have a club in your hand and just be like, all right, I need it there.
Yeah.
There, grip, there,
yeah.
grip, like just little shit like that.
Yeah, totally.
Just like fucking around. Like just have.
Well, I keep making analogies to basketball, but like
you should, as we should.
I
mean, we totally should.
I still have a basketball in my living room,
sitting on the couch and
yeah, and I just
laying on the couch.
Yeah, you shoot it, have it come right back to your hand.
Same shit, dude.
I'm teaching my girlfriend how to shoot a basketball who could care less. He's like, "Why are you teaching me this?"
Same shit.
But yeah,
like literally, yeah, you know, same stuff. Love it. You'll be good, man. How many, you said you were playing like 20 times a year past couple of years?
Yeah, I would say so. Hopefully try to get a little more this year.
Get in now.
Yeah, I know.
Because marriage and kids does not.
No, it doesn't help.
doesn't add to your rounds, I'll tell you that much. Yeah. There's a window that I'm starting to like ramp it back up again, but when you got a little,
it's a dip for sure.
Oh yeah. No, our youngest is like 3, so now I'm like ramping it back up. But when you got a little infant lying around,
yeah,
takes away from the golf game.
Not quite caddy size yet.
Nope. Takes a village.
Yeah.
You got time. You got time though. You're how old?
28.
And also, we've been working for an hour and 15 minutes. Could be getting tired.
Yeah, a little bit.
No, you'll be good, Sean.
Find one more good one.
Oh, you got, those are all yours. You got 15 minutes. Do what you want with it.
What time is it?
7:02.
7:02?
Another thing we need you to do is go to PGA Tour Superstore and pick out what grips you want. So we got to get all your grips the same size.
Yeah, that's that would help.
Yeah, so just go there and
I mean, I like these.
You like the size?
Yeah, kind of used to it.
But yeah, we gotta get you some new grips, because these might be old and slick too.
Probably. I've never changed them.
Yeah, so we need to. Yeah, these are jumbos, so we'll just keep you in the jumbo. But go hold a bunch of them, see what you like. Nice.
That felt
beautiful, Clark.
That felt pretty good.
That was nice.
That was good.
Yeah, we could regrip. Like, I could regrip them, or you could just give them to them. Either way, but I could do it for you too.
Nice.
Like, this one's actually a midsize. Huh. Well, it's a 4-iron that you never hit anyway.
What's funny about these, they all have like lead
slot
tape.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he does have tape in them. Nice. And Mizunos are good. Good start.
Yeah, they're good. I like them.
Sick.
Yeah, man.
What what kind of like pacing do you want? Weekly, bi-weekly? Like, what are your thoughts? Or you just want to let me know when you're ready?
Probably.
Or have you even thought about it?
No, I haven't really thought about it. I mean,
just think, like,
I would think
I don't
probably,
need an answer. I don't need an answer right now.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, you'll fall into, like, we'll fall into. What I don't want you to do is just like, I don't want to hear from you for like
months,
a month or 2 months. Like, that's not helpful to
anybody,
either of us.
Yeah. I would think like, yeah, either weekly or bi-weekly.
Okay. Let's do this. Let's like touch base like next week.
Okay.
And then we'll either do sometime next week, or if you're like, I'm not ready yet, then we'll bump it a week.
Okay. I'm playing on Friday.
Okay.
So I'll try to think about this.
One thing, like when you're playing, what I want you to do is you're allowed one swing feel.
One swing feel? Okay.
Just one. Your brain can't do more than, unless like you get in a zone, and then it's like different than like, you know how it is, like when you're in the zone shooting and you can kind of like focus on a bunch of things at once.
Yeah.
But like that's a rare occurrence. But like when you go play, commit to like my one swing feel is this for today, and stick to it.
Okay.
Or like do one for 9 holes and another one for 9 holes.
Okay.
What I don't want you doing is like, I had a swing feel off the tee, I have a different swing feel on the approach shot. Up next hole, I'm gonna do it just stick to one.
Okay.
Just to see like patterns and if it works or doesn't work.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, well, today a lot of it's been pre-shot. So the takeaway is really like one thing.
So when I say one thing, like during your swing, you can do a billion things in your pre-shot.
That's what I mean.
I don't care.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You have a checklist of 15 things. I don't care.
Yeah. So I think like really the biggest takeaway for me is that one thing. Well, no pun intended, but takeaway.
Takeaway is the takeaway.
Just keeping it in front.
Yep.
I mean, maybe the finish, but
connected outside.
Yeah. So that's honestly the one thing to think about.
Yeah, and like the big finish, like I just wanted to see what happened.
Yeah.
I think we'll get there. The takeaway is infinitely more important than I just wanted to see what happened.
Yeah.
But you'll see when you're playing well, you'll have this huge finish because you're full of confidence. When you're not playing well, it's kind of like, that's just. Yeah. But when you're playing well, you like everyone feels like Rory, like fucking strutting around with a big chest. But like, for you, like takeaway.
Okay.
Like connected, and let's throw the word connected in there. Connected takeaway.
Connected takeaway.
Like that's
the take.
Work on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense. Awesome,
good work,
man.
bud.
Yeah, thank you.
Real good work.
Yeah, that was awesome.
You'll be good. You'll be an 11 before you know it. Hopefully.
I'd love to hear it.
I'm confident.
Well, it's like I said, that's something I've never...
Good. You move too good. You're too athletic not to.
Well, it's just like that's, and it's something I never thought about.